This morning. It's all his fault. I'm going to refer to notes in case I forget. And this one does involve a bit of an earworm. I've had Neil Diamond singing Solitary Man going through my head all day, so if that pops up into the song, you'll know where it comes from. Old Jim was smart. He knew a great deal about every topic there was. Should conversation turn to a new field, for words he was never at loss. Telling a yarn or just chewing the fat. Oh yes, old Jim was very good at that. Well, he could talk the legs off an old iron pot, and for one some new knowledge to show. 'Twould all be no use, for as likely as not, old Jim would just say, yeah, I know, I was there, that was me. Telling a yarn or just chewing the fat. Oh yes, old Jim was very good at that. He could remember the events from the olden days, though often this would earn scorn, 'cause as likely as not, the thing I dare say happened before he was born. Telling a yarn or just chewing the fat. Oh yes, old Jim was very good at that. He could talk of the races, both greyhound and horse, and on politics and sport. On religion too, well, he could teach a whole course, and at fault he could never be caught. Telling a yarn or just chewing the fat. Oh yes, old Jim was very good at that. Well, he'd bowled Don Bradman, he'd knocked out Lionel Rose, he'd snookered Walter Lindrum, he aced Rod Laver, outswam Murray Rose, and he dragged off Jack Brabham in me hotted up Cortina. Telling a yarn or just chewing the fat. Oh yes, old Jim was very good at that. He could stick like glue to a bucking bronco, he could cook the perfect steak. At anything at all, he'd just have a go, like the time that he milked a snake. Hey, hang on, Jim, how do you milk a snake? Well, first of all, you need to get a very low milking stool. Telling a yarn or just chewing the fat. Oh yes, old Jim was very good at that. Speaking of dangerous animals, he'd been bit by a shark, he'd wrestled a croc, he'd been kicked by a kangaroo, but bitten on the funnel by a fingerweb spider, that one just didn't ring true. Yeah, I might have got that one a bit wrong, but I've had terrible trouble with my funnel ever since. Telling a yarn or just chewing the fat. Oh yes, old Jim was very good at that. Hey Jim, have you ever seen such terrible weather? Of course he had. Well, he'd been struck by lightning, blown away by a gale, nearly drowned walking through fog. Oh, it was that thick. Once had his house flattened by hail. Once it was so hot it singed his dog. And another time it was so cold a brass monkey came to my door looking for a spot welder. Telling a yarn or just chewing the fat. Oh yes, old Jim was very good at that. Hey Jim, how's your love life? Well, he took Marilyn Monroe out to a show. She reckoned he was real swell. Well, come on, Jim, what happened next? Gentlemen never will tell. What's President John F. Kennedy doing here? Marilyn was mine till the time that I found her, holding Jim, loving him, telling a yarn or just chewing the fat. Oh yes, old Jim was very good at that. And when he's dead and in heaven to stay, his yarns I'm sure he'll still tell to some poor coot who can't get away with that poor bugger being in hell. Got the wrong one. President Trump, come over here. Have I ever told you how to milk a snake? What, that old crock of shit? No, you told me that one 300,000 times. This is insane. You're the worst storyteller I've ever seen. You're not a nice fellow. You're a wrinkly old prune. You're a has-been. Now, come on, Donald. I'm sure that's just fake news and manufactured outrage. Now, to milk a snake, what you've got to do is get a very low milking stool. Telling a yarn or just chewing the fat. Oh yes, old Jim was very good at that, but there was one question that always stumped Jim and made him absolutely silent, and that was, "Hey Jim, isn't it your round?" Where's Jim gone? Thank you very much. That's it for me.
Hayseed!